Alright, this video is about the Jeppson family. These people have always been good to me. They taught me quite a bit. I'm also going to talk about Jeff Baldridge, because you can't talk about the Jeff without associating him with the Jeppsons, and you can't really talk about the Jeppsons without Jeff. My two favorite places on earth, other than Pearl Street in Boulder, Colorado, and that was, of course, during a different era. We can't go back in time and change it, so I built my first welder in Jeppson's garage. So it's kind of an important place to me. And Jeff Baldridge's garage, just about 150, 200 feet away. I got to build some stuff in there and help Jeff out with some projects. So I guess I should go down the list. We've got my two favorite places within a couple of 100 feet of each other. And I get to build stuff at both places, and I get to help people at both places. And I did extremely well in both environments. It's also a lot to do with the positivity in those environments and the temperament of the people involved. We'll start at the top. Gary Jeppson and Mary Jeppson. These two have been foster parents, not the bad foster parents that I tell you all about. See, I don't always tell you guys about the good foster parents, and I really should. My first foster home was in Scottsbluff, Nebraska, and it was a wonderful place. I went there when I was 4. My dad had just gone to prison for 38 counts cocaine possession with intent to sell, and my mom wasn't allowed to have us because she had court-appointed rehab. She says it's all the fault of a caseworker named Rita Story, Ritastory. If you look her up, you'll notice that Rita Story did indeed work in Boulder County back in the 80s. But I didn't get to stay at that very first foster home. My mom wanted custody of us. We couldn't get temporary placement as a result of it, but she just couldn't stay off the cocaine. So we stayed in temporary placement. Gary and Mary are completely different. Gary can build about anything. I mean, he's one of the few people who can think of something and then build it. Just A to B, just like that. A lot of people have to sit down and spend a lot of time at it. He'll stop as he's working on it to make sure he's got the math right. But he's right. And he's taught that to a lot of people. And they've raised some wonderful children and some wonderful grandchildren, and are helping now to raise some wonderful great-grandchildren. Mary has, well, here's the thing about good women. A good woman is going to be mouthy. She's going to speak her mind. She's not going to just shut up and stand in the corner. But also, she's a very traditional wife in the aspect of, even when she's sick, it don't matter if she's got cancer, if she's got the flu, if she's got, well, if she's going to be dead in a week, it doesn't matter to her. She still gets up and she cooks dinner every night. And she cooks enough for the whole tribe, even though they don't all show up all the time. Rory, he I guess I should go back to Gary for a second. Gary did a lot of things to make sure that his family was safe and loved and well taken care of, and they don't always see it like that, but some of them have branched off on their own and gotten to see how it is in the rest of the world when you don't have parents like that, and they see it a little differently now. They understand how much they really had growing up. Even if it wasn't much, they had a lot more than many. And even long into adulthood, they had the support of their parents. Gary and Mary both. Even if they didn't see eye to eye, they still worked together to try to make sure that their family was taken care of. Rory, he passed away in October. That's my favorite Jeppson there. Him and Gary both. Now Rory, he was good to everybody regardless. I mean, it didn't matter who you were, he was just good to you. And I never pushed his buttons to the point of him threatening to do me any harm. Ever. And I always got to hear about a short temper. And every time that I saw his temper get short, well, the person who was bringing out his temper was very much an aggressor and pushing it hard. And he was just doing what a papa bear does. He's not trying to hurt you. He's letting you know that you need to go away. Your presence is no longer wanted because you're violent. Now Rory, he did a lot of highland work. Get into a bucket truck in Colorado and go cut the trees out of the power lines without hitting the power lines and knocking out your power. And he was very good at that. He learned that from his dad. See, they're not just tree cutters, they're the jacks of all trade. A lot of Nebraska towns have one or two people who pretty much do everything. Well, Gary can build you an entire house. All of his boys can build an entire house, and I'm pretty sure Cammy can build an entire house too. Gary, and eventually Rory had a family business cutting trees. Yes, Mary got up in those trees. Maybe some of y'all can't imagine it because she's not 20 anymore, but absolutely. Her and Gary both up there climbing with boots the way they did it the old-fashioned way. Old school. And they gave that work ethic to their kids, but also they grew up in a different era too. And they enjoy having fun. Rory and Cammy, and they kind of got that from their parents too. They always tried to get to the movies every Sunday. And they did that as a family. Rory was extraordinary. You don't find people like that anymore. Then you've got Cammy, of course, and she's calmed down a bit, actually. She's got 2 kids that are grown, and she's got grandkids now. And for most of the time that I lived here, she didn't. But I got to meet her a lot and speak with her a lot and get to know her very well. Whenever they'd have family get-togethers, Thanksgiving, Christmas, 4th of July, the whole family gets together. Birthdays, the whole family gets together, and it's a big family, so there's a lot of birthdays. And they always invited me over. Usually it was Rory or Gary telling me, you better get something to eat. Cammy says the same thing to me. I don't want to be a mooch, so I don't do that. But I'll accept some kindness as far as that goes. I mean, sure, if you get me a meal, I'm not going to turn you down because I know what it's like to be good to somebody and how that feels. Jeff Baldridge taught me that it's kind of rude to deny somebody that feeling. They're trying to do something good for you. Cammy, she's highly intelligent. She always offers to help me out every time I see her. Most of the time she's busy though. She doesn't tell me she's busy. But there's a time to talk to people about things, and there's a time where you gotta let them socialize and do their thing, or run their business. Cammy is highly intelligent, just like the rest of the family. And then we got Dana. Now, mind you, all of these people I've talked about so far, they're all obviously humanitarians. All of them. Some of them might even be Christians. But then you've got Dana. And Dana's the best finisher of the family. I mean, he can do everything, make it look absolutely beautiful and picture perfect like his dad can. Fascia, soffit, don't matter. Putting on shingles, absolutely, he'll do it perfect every time. But what he really excels at is drywall, as far as I'm concerned. He can do things that, well, because he's so good at them, he's usually the one who ends up doing it. Now, Dana is a teacher, and he's been a city council member. And his own business is here. He's worked the family tree job just like the rest of them. He knows how to do all this stuff. And he gives his time and energy to you guys. Because it's kind of a family trait. They're humanitarians. Dana was able to get his family to donate a lot of time and a lot of their own personal money into helping to make the city a better place for children. I'm not sure how many people know about how much they sacrificed to do what they did at the football field and with the goalposts and with a lot of the other projects that they did, and the playground too. And Dana had something to do with all of that. Dana had a lot to do with getting people organized and letting them know what was going on with that and trying to get that for their children. Dana is also a wonderful parent who's not only raised his own children, but he's raised children that aren't his as well. Dana is wonderful beyond belief. I mean, this dude, he's highly educated and he's all in, you know. He's decided that he's going to help people. He gets on it and he does it. He stays on it until it's done. Youngest of the bunch. He did a lot of really hard stuff with the old-fashioned tools like the rest of them did. So he's got a little bit softer hands. But he's getting older in years, and he's got enough of an understanding of everything that he's able to do it for himself if he has to. And some things he's pretty good at. So if he ever needs to fall back on it, he can. But he's also got a wonderful mind. He went to school for electrical engineering, I believe. And, he took me in, same as the rest of them. Nearly all of the Jeppsons have taken me in at one point or another. Even if it's just for a night. Now, Jason, he took me in for about 6 months while I was in high school. I was really trying hard to finish high school, but there was a problem with a bully named Justin Hardesty. He ripped up my homework, threw it in the toilet, and pissed on it. He also hit me a couple times for calling him out on it. I already knew that was going to happen. But after that, it wasn't a comfortable place to be. And, life happens. But Big J, he spent a lot more time with me than the rest of them as far as personal time goes. A lot of that time he was busy entertaining guests, so we didn't really speak a lot, but he started to understand a little bit later in life when he had to experience some of these things, that some of the stuff I talk about, it may sound crazy, but when it happens to you, you stop looking at it as crazy and go, how many people has this happened to? And Jason, he's, like the rest of them, he's a humanitarian. Now we get to Sean and Brent. These guys are both Rory's sons. Rory's the oldest one that died. And his oldest son, Sean, is a badass. I know their mother too, and I like her as well. Sean, just like the rest of them, he's a humanitarian. But he got into a bit of trouble with the law when he was a little younger. I met him because my, at the time, 13-year-old brother was out in the street getting his ass kicked literally by a 9-year-old. The 9-year-old was Sean Jeppson, and that's how I met him. Feisty little fucker. And he's calmed down in his old age. He's got kids of his own now, and his oldest is old enough to have his own kids. So we're getting old. He had a son with Jackie McKenzie, and they're wonderful people. Or at least they have been to me. Sean knows how to build a lot of stuff. He's mostly been the grunt worker, but he can run a chainsaw. He knows what he's doing. He's also getting old enough in age that he's willing to show it instead of slacking it, which is nice. And then we got Brent, and Brent he's something different altogether. He doesn't necessarily agree with most politics, and he thinks a lot of the law enforcement stuff that he has to do is, he acknowledges that what he thought he was going to do and what he actually ends up doing are not the same thing. I got a conversation with him recorded, of course. A couple of them actually, one while he was still a cop and one while he's not. And then we've got Brady. Brady is, he was an asshole when he was younger, and he's the only one I ever had a serious issue with. But then he had a kid and he calmed down. He's still a feisty asshole, but he's an asshole in good fun now. And he didn't really spend as much time as the rest of the grandkids in the shop learning, but he spent knows how to hunt and shoot. And then here's his sister Katie. Now these are both Cammy's kids. And Katie is an absolute sweetheart. She was younger, she was kind of, well, you know, you expect, since she was the only kid out of that generation that was a girl, she was going to get a little bit more spoiled than the rest of them. But just like the rest of them, she's a humanitarian and has been since I met her. All of them have been since I met them. And Katie, well, she takes care of people. She speaks kindly to most people, but she also takes after her mom and her grandmother. She is very opinionated, and she has every right to be, and she knows it, which is good. We don't need women chained to stoves with no shoes on who aren't allowed to speak. If you want a decent woman in your life, you have to expect that she is her own sovereign citizen. She is a human being of her own, very, very capable of speaking for herself and having her own understanding of the world, and you better accept it. And if you don't like that, well, that's fine. I'm sure they have absolutely no problems with knocking you out. Rory taught a few of us how to box. And I wouldn't say I can box worth a shit. I'm real terrible at it, but I'm better than I would be without his instruction. Katie, just like the rest of them, hey Schwartz, you better go get something to eat. Schwartz, are you hungry? And I tell him, no, I've already eaten. Schwartz, don't lie to me. I'm not lying to you. I had a can of Vienna sausages that I got from Miss Laura, and I had some grapes, and I had myself a turkey pot pie, and I really had. And they're like, no, you need to eat something, Schwartz. But I knew all of them. I got to meet all of them at the birthday parties and celebrations, and I worked with most of them. And those aren't the only Jeppsons there are. Not even close. Now there's Derek. That's Dana's oldest. And, well, he's kind of like I'd expect him to be. As the generations get younger, they really enjoy having their fun a bit more. And looking back on it, most of my generation had a lot more of that kind of fun than these guys ever did. So I can't really crush on them too hard as far as that goes. But although he hasn't spent as much time learning the craftsman skills from Grandpa, Gary, he has definitely done his fair share of grunt labor out at the Jeppson place. I did build my very first welder here, but I also got a lot of tools that were broken from Gary. They'd just throw them away, so I'd pull them out of the dumpster and I'd make them work. And I've always been good at that. But also a lot of the education that I have that allows me to take garbage and turn it into something beautiful or something functional, I learned that from the Jeppsons. Even Brady is nice to me. Talks to me like I'm a person, gets to know me. The Jeppsons I haven't mentioned, they're not old enough to talk about. But I do know that I got to help work on lot of the places in town and learn there because of the Jeppsons. And although I was known as an artist, most of my time I was spending trying to learn from Gary, learn from Rory, or learn from Dana. I even learned from Cammie while she was there. Gary and Mary, before I ever met them, they were foster parents for I guess about 20 years, depends on which rumors you hear. But they were the good type. And they raised their kids to be the good type, and they raised them all quality. And I don't hear many people talk shit about them. For the most part. On occasion, I do hear people who want to talk crap about whoever, whenever, whatever. But even they have to admit that regardless of their beef with one Jeppson, the rest of them are still stand up. These guys don't understand a lot of things. Like, the rule has always been, if there's not a Jeppson there, nobody else is allowed in there. Everybody else needs to clear out. And you gotta ask a Jeppson if you're gonna use a tool. So the Jeppson's pretty much a shop that, well, they did help to put the work into it to have it. But at the same time, they wouldn't have had it without Gary wanting it, wishing it, planning it, and doing it first. And that allowed them a lot of things that I didn't get. Now, that's not to say I never got any shop time. Most of my time in the shop was when Gary would get off work, I would go watch him build things. Weld buckets for skid loaders, and build claws for skid loaders, and build, oh God, just about everything. Goalposts, handrails, forms, whatever it happened to be. Working on the chainsaws, learning how everything's done. And there's a lot of people out there who have their skills because of Gary Jeppson. He didn't just adopt them, he helped them get the things that they need to survive. I mean, when Jared wanted to